And we are back with you once again, another edition of Around the Horn presented by Coca-Cola with West Virginia baseball coach Randy Mazey. I'm Jeff Culhane, and able to get a midweek win over Marshall on Tuesday, 3-2. I know it wasn't the prettiest of wins as we talked after the game following that one on Tuesday afternoon, but win is a win, gives you a little momentum going into a big Big 12 weekend series here with Kansas.
Yeah, early in the year you worry about the process a lot more, what you're doing. Late in the year, if you can get a win, we'll take an ugly win over a pretty loss any day when you're really fighting to make the postseason. So you're right, it wasn't pretty by any means, but to come out with a win, it always gives you momentum going into the weekend.
I know you've told me the 3-run home run is your favorite play in the game of baseball. Where do back-to-back jacks rank on your list with Munden and Davis on Tuesday?
Yeah, if you had asked me right after a game on Tuesday, I'd say it's right up there, but that's what we said going into when they changed the balls in college baseball this year, and when we started coming up here and seeing how the wind was blowing. When we take batting practice now, we try and get our swing off. We don't, if you've seen us play much this year, we don't bunt a whole lot, because you only get 27 outs. Don't give one away if you don't have to, if the guy at the plate has a chance of hitting one out of the park. And fortunately, two of our best hitters showed up at the right time and won the game for us.
Yep, Taylor Munden had been struggling a bit going into that game over the last couple of weeks, but the home run, couple of hits, scored the game-winning run as well. How important do you feel like it was for him to have a day like that, to get back on track? He had been hitting the ball hard, but it seemed like he was right at people over the last couple of games.
Yeah, he really was, but he is a great example to the other guys on the team. When he went through that stretch where he wasn't getting many hits, he never got upset. He never changed his approach. He just kept working hard. And when you do that, you'll come out of it. And a lot of times these young guys, they go 0 for 4 or have a stretch where you go 1 for 20. It really affects all different parts of their game. And I think his mentality through that whole thing really carried him. And I'm guessing he's going to finish the season really hot.
You've been looking for some of your young guys to step up. Seemed that way on Tuesday with Shane Ennis, Jeff Hardy, Blake Smith, 14 combined strikeouts, held Marshall to only 2 hits in that win.
Yeah, we threw 4 guys that night that have never pitched in college before until this season. So, if you're not going to show up and get a lot of hits offensively, better have a good day pitching. And that's what we did. Those guys attacked the zone and used their defense, and that's what we've been trying to preach to them all season. Just attack. If you give up a couple of runs, it's no big deal. We got the offense that can score when we feel like we need to. So just if they're in that attack mode, then we're usually going to have a good day.
Yep. The Kansas Jayhawks in town this weekend, 6:05 Friday, 4:05 Saturday, 1:05 on Sunday. A team that hits it pretty well. 281 average as a squad. A lot of doubles just like us. Hit some home runs as well. What do you feel like the most dangerous part of their lineup is with what they do swinging the sticks?
They're so experienced in that lineup. They got a lot of older kids in there that have been around the block for a while, and that always scares you. They're not going to come in here and get too wowed by the facility. Older guys give you a calming effect, so they're playing really well lately, and that's scary. The biggest concern for me is people are going to look at them and say they're in last place in the league and think they're not that good, but that's not the case at all. I've had some people tell me it's the best team they've played this year, so they've just had some bad luck on the mound early in the season, but now they're pitching better. It matches up with their hitting. This team is super dangerous.
Yep. Coach, thanks for the time. Go get them this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Yep. Comments of the head coach, Randy Mazey. I'm Jeff Culhane. West Virginia and Kansas hope to see more great crowds out here at Monongalia County Ballpark, and this has been another edition of Around the Horn presented by Coca-Cola.